back to it. There we go. So anywho, we're going to continue Ryuki's routes. Okay. So I don't remember where I left off yet again, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. And so a few days later, I went back to Ryuki's store with a gift in hand. So, what do you say? Will you join my next marriage seminar as a fashion advisor? Please.
なんで僕が?
Why me? Okay, so I guess we're trying to recruit him? Okay, so yeah, we're trying to recruit him for fashion. I don't remember if this is for... There was a guy last time I remember who came in and he was like, oh, I really want Ryuki's fashion. Like, I only wear his clothes. Like, I won't get married unless I wear his clothes or his brand, but it was his grandmother's brand actually. And Ryuki was like, no, I'm not doing this, and it was just a whole mess. I think that's what happened. I can't go up any further, I don't think. Yeah, it only lets me go up from here, so I can't check, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So, but it looks like we're trying to get him on at least still. Because I don't know anyone with a better sense of aesthetics than you. I'm sure you could offer the best advice possible. When you told me you couldn't believe how our members presented themselves, it inspired me to come up with this plan. But I can't easily tell the good from the bad, so I can't advise my clients properly when it comes to their appearance. Oh yeah, he's all about appearance. You, however, definitely can, so I'm sure you'd be a huge help to everyone. Of course, I'm sure that'll include his usual collection of scathing comments. So, will you? I handed him my presentation and request form and carefully studied his face for a reaction. The project has already been greenlit, and all that's left is to find the perfect guest speaker. So... Oh. Someone wrote a message. I cannot see it. Sorry. It's just showing up blank for me. Yeah, I'm sorry. If someone wrote a message, I cannot see it. Ryuki looked over the documents I'd handed him.
なるほどね。場所は CC のセミナールームってことは、前に僕たちがやったやつみたいなのか。
Yep, pretty much. That's right. You remember the classes we had with Miss Tainer, right?
内容には全然共感できなかったけどね。
I mean, that's fair. I don't agree with everything they were taught either.
だから正直セミナーってのには懐疑的だけど、こんなので本当に意識変わるの？
But to be fair, also Ryuki's way of thinking is way out of what other people think. I mean, he just like, I don't even know how to describe it, but he just simply will not look at someone unless they're a certain rank, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. So I mean, he really doesn't have room to talk in terms of judging people on things. Because he's definitely the most judgmental person I've ever met. It is like a dating sim. Hey, Black Star. Or it is a dating sim, I mean. I'm sorry. I still gotta figure that out. Well, I think that really depends on the person. But I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who just don't know much about fashion and don't even really know where to start. How did it go? For people like that, all they need is a catalyst that can get them more interested in fashion and their own appearance.
そんなレベルの人を相手にしなきゃいけないわけ。
On purpose? Well, if they decide to focus on their fashion, I'm sure they'll start dressing better and gain some self-confidence. Oh no, that's not good. And if it also helps Ryuiki learn how to get along with others better, well, that wouldn't be so bad. That's not part of the official agenda, of course. It's just a secret plan I came up with in my role as Cupid. Oh no. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain. I'm glad I finally get tomorrow off so I can rest a bit.
うちにはブライダルコレクションがないのに
Even though Ryuiki doesn't have any kind of wedding wear, but this is mostly to teach people how to dress to help them meet people or what to wear on dates. Ryuiki looked over the papers again, then looked down at the floor. How are y'all today?
おばあ様もブライダルコレクションに参入したしな。
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot. His grandmother did decide to enter it. I don't know why, but...
普段知り合わないような人間とも話せってうるさいし。
So are you gonna join us?
わかった。やるよ。
Nice. We got him. Really?
仕事の幅を増やすのは悪くないことだ。一流のデザイナーになるためにはね。でも僕は嘘つけないから苦情が来ても知らないよ。
Oh, we already know that. I mean, that's not hard to believe. You never sugarcoat anything, Ryuiki. I don't know if there's ever a nice word that comes out of your mouth. I'll handle any situations that might pop up in that regard. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I may not know fashion, but when it comes to customer complaints, that's one thing I can handle. And having someone who can offer specific fashion and color advice is the most important thing, so it's worth the risk. So, welcome aboard. Not abroad.
詳細が決まったら連絡して。
Alright. Absolutely. Alright, I managed to convince Ryuiki to take the gig. Now all I had to do was finalize the date and start spreading the word to all of our members. Okay, Ejine, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later. I'll be streaming again on Friday, hopefully earlier in the day. Alright, let's do this. Awesome, can't wait to see you back again. Alright, a few days later. The Married to Fashion seminar was finally about to begin. Thank you all for taking part in this brand new seminar. I'll be your host, one of Cupid Corporation's bridal advisors, Lynette Mirror. With me today is our special guest speaker, founder and sole designer of the Ryuiki brand, Mr. Ryuiki F. Kasian. I know I'm butchering that. He's here to share some of his many secrets of fashion with you. Afterwards, we'll be running a sale on a number of Ryuki's outfits as well as several evening outfits from our very own boutique. Attendance isn't mandatory, but we're eager to prepare a perfect matching outfit that brings out the brilliance within you. Ryuiki is a men's-only fashion line, so that's mainly for the guys in attendance, but please stop in for this once-in-a-lifetime event. Now then, please welcome Mr. Kasian. My name is...
designer, K-sign F. Ryuiki.
There you go. Ryuiki, relax, that sour face of yours. He's literally looking down on the clients as if they're scum. Ooh, that's not good. Mr. Kasian, maybe we could get a word from you on the basics of fashion?
まず、人には似合う色、似合わない色がある。それを理解するところから始めてもらうよ。
There you go. That's a good way to start off. As long as he's not harsh about it, which, let's face it, it's Ryuiki. Of course he's gonna be harsh. Ryuiki drew a diagram and projected it onto the screen.
まず、色には色相っていうものがあるんだ。それを元にして、明度と彩度という概念がある。
If he wasn't such a jerk, this would actually be really interesting. I mean, who wouldn't love to know what their exact, what color suits them best?
これを理解すれば、おのずと服の色の合わせ方だってすぐにわかるようになるよ。
Okay.
人の肌ってのは一人一人全然違うものなんだ。髪の色も、瞳の色も、唇の色もね。つまり、一人一人似合う色だって変わる。
Okay, we're starting off really strong. That's good.
後で順番にパーソナルカラー診断もやるよ。せっかく来たんだから全員自分に合う色を覚えていって。
Alright.
それから本当なら体型を絞ってほしいところだけど、あんたたちにはそれもできないんでしょ。ならレベルを下げた話をするよ。
Okay, yeah, no worries. Dang, Ryuiki, like, that's so wrong. Why you gotta be like that?
あんたたちのレベルでも着られる服や適正サイズの選び方を教えてあげる。それならあんたたちでも最低限のファッションになれるから。
Okay, I mean, that's helpful, but just don't come in with the harsh comments like, you need to lose some weight. Like, come on now. Ryuki's cold, judging eyes and harsh language were clearly striking fear into the hearts of the attendees.
どうしよう。この先生、怖くない？
He isn't scary, he's just a jerk.
俺、この後ボロボロに言われるかな。帰りたくなってきた。
I definitely would have left by now. Oh, crap. Wow, what an offer! If you went to a salon for this kind of advice, it'd be expensive as a full set of new cosmetics.
本当？
Good save. Absolutely. And you're looking at a true master of beauty. Kind sir, I'm simply blown away at your gracious offer. Actually, he gave me a few fashion tips just the other day. True, he was a little harsh, but now I love going outside in the morning. It's not every day you get an honest opinion from a true fashion expert. I mean, nobody ever says what they really think, do they? I hope you can take this opportunity to learn everything you can about fashion and apply it to your own life. I hope everyone can just bear with us. I'm doing my best to word things so that they'll actually want to stick around.
確かに本番で失敗だけは嫌だよね。
When it's time to strut your stuff, okay.
俺いつもダサいって言われるしな。キクは一時の恥ってやつか。ここは我慢我慢。
Everyone seemed willing to stick with the program. Nobody got up to leave, and I breathed a sigh of relief.
じゃあ時間もないし色の話を始めるよ。
Okay. Ryuiki started going over the basics of choosing colors and tips on picking out clothes that accentuate their silhouettes. He covered different styles of pants and skirts and even touched on straight-leg jeans versus skinny jeans. His comments were still pretty harsh, but everyone just kept on listening with their full attention. After a while, the seminar came to an end.
以上、このことを忘れないように。
I trust you'll remember everything I said.
ありがとうございました。
All right. Ryuki's eyes widened in surprise at the round of applause that greeted him. But he quickly composed himself and turned his gaze away from the crowd. Thank you, Mr. Kisian. Next up, we're going to conduct a quick fashion check in the room next door. Please feel free to join us if you're interested. And either way, thank you so much for joining us tonight. As the seminar drew to a close, everyone started to stand up from their seats.
隣の部屋を見てみる？そうだね、行ってみよっか。でも龍騎は男性服しかないんだよね。レディースもあればよかったのに。だよね。他のブランドでいい服があればいいんだけど。
Okay, so they're just gonna see if there's a similar brand, I guess?
龍騎の服か。俺に着こなせるかな。でも着てみたいな。
As they talked and mingled, people slowly started heading to the next room. Everyone looked happy, like they'd been led into the light. Apparently, they all had a newfound interest in finding their style. Thank goodness. I mean, yeah, that could be exciting again, as long as he's nice about it. The seminar was a complete success. I let out a sigh of relief and turned toward Ryuiki. Thank you so much, Ryuiki. I think that seminar was a huge help.
別に当たり前のことを話しただけだよ。うちの服が売れるなら僕もそれは嬉しくないわけじゃないし。
That's fine. You know you'd be happy. Stop pretending. Ryuiki was mumbling awkwardly. Apparently, he couldn't bring himself to say out loud that he wanted to promote his brand. You did spend lots of time and effort coming up with your designs. I'd love it if everyone bought something from you. Well, I mean, again, like the lady said, he only sells men's brands right now, so unless they buy something for a man, they doesn't really benefit them, which I'm assuming most of the people here were females, but hey. But that was to the sales staff in the next room over. But that was up to the sales staff in the next room over. As I moved toward the door to take a peek, I noticed someone walking toward me. It's Melanie, our good friend Melanie. Oh, Melanie, I'm so glad you came today.
私こそお話楽しかったです。すごく勉強になって。掲載員さん、ありがとうございました。
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he didn't even look at her because she was like below his grade point average or whatever. Mr. Casey?
4758C
Casey. I'm butchering this. Oh, what is this? What is it this time? I mean, you know what it is. He's giving her number, her color. I quickly checked my phone and found out the color was called Malachite. Pretty bland. Or maybe it wasn't Melanie, maybe it was someone else that he graded. Ryuiki gave me a look that made it clear he had no desire to speak to Melanie. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It makes me think of the Korean drama or the Playful Kiss or the Taiwanese version. It started with the kiss. It makes me think of when the girl gave the guy her love letter and he graded it. He graded her like grammar and spelling and stuff. I don't know, that kind of reminds me of this a little bit. But she was still standing in front of us, clutching her notebook tightly. She took another step forward.
計算員先生、私にもっとお洋服のことを教えてください。
Oh no. Please don't be mean to this girl.
今日話したでしょ
I believe I said everything that needed saying already. Dang.
そうですけど、私それでもどうすればいいのかわからなくて。
わからないなんでさ
私は今日お話しされていたこと以前の問題だから。
You might need some different help.
ああ
I'm assuming, I don't know, but like, I'm assuming obviously she probably just, based on what I've seen of Melanie in other routes, she just has low self-esteem. That's really what she just needs to work on. Ryuki nodded as if he understood exactly what she meant. Pretty rude, to be honest.
確かに地味だね納豆の方がずっといい
Eesh. Dang, I don't know what natto is, or natto, but... Natto?
納豆はさ
納豆
C71585 でサイドも 89% だから心地がいいんだよでもあんたは 47585C のサビネズ色地味だね
I'll be like, what are you talking about? I have no idea.
納豆の色より地味ってことですか？
A bullet natto. I don't know what that is.
納豆そのものの色の話じゃないけどあんたは納豆以下の色してる
Your color is lower than natto. Natto.
どういう意味ですか？
Yeah, please explain it to me too, because I don't completely understand. Melanie was obviously totally confused. She kept looking back and forth from me to Ryuki, completely lost. Well, you see, Ryuki can actually see the colors of people, things, even words. So, oh yeah, I think we already said he has, I think it's called synesthesia or something like that. That clearly didn't help. I struggled to come up with a good explanation, and Melanie was getting more anxious by the second. She looked at Ryuki.
じゃあ納豆より良くなるにはどうすればいいですか？
Work on your self-confidence. That's one thing that'll definitely help.
は
私にもっと教えてほしいんです。服選びとかじゃなくてお店選びから。
そんなことすらわからないで今まで生きてたわけ
I mean,
はい。なので私まずどうすればいいですか？
I mean, have you looked at what you're wearing, Ryuiki? I wouldn't necessarily call that the most, like... I mean, I guess it's fashion, but it's not... I don't know. It's not what you would wear on a normal basis, let's just say that.
どうして僕がこんなこと。
Mr. K-san, remember, this is all part of the job, so please. I put my hands together, practically praying to help him to help. He just sighed heavily, then stared coldly at Melanie.
一度しか言わないからいい？まずあんたはヘアサロンに行って。
Okay. Melanie quickly jotted down Ryuki's suggestion. Ryuki continued. So what is this gonna be, like extreme makeover? I guess that's basically what it is.
サロンって言っても6番街とかの10ドル程度の安いところじゃダメ。9番街にある100ドルぐらいのところに行って。
Alright, now you're tripping. I mean, $100 is honestly pretty cheap for a hair salon nowadays.
そこでヘアカットするところからスタートして、あんたは絶対に前髪を短くした方が似合う。後ろの髪も長すぎるからミディアムにして。
Okay, so I think we can pretty much picture what he's trying to say. Like that, kind of like a bob style.
前髪切らなきゃダメですか？
Like kind of. Do you really have to cut my bangs?
当然でしょ。目が見えなきゃ話にもならないから。それで、サロンで一番いいヘアトリートメントとシャンプーを買って毎日それでお手入れして。
Okay, okay, not so bad so far.
それから美容液はディアールのオンステージローションドダリアセット一式。パックも同じラインのやつ買って。 それで肌のコンディションが良くなったらメイクはめんどくさくなってきた。まあ適当にトイムズスクエアの店から探して。
Okay. Don't give up.
やることが多すぎるんだよこのレベルは。言ってもどうせ実行できないだろうし。メイクは店の人に聞いて。安物はダメだから。
Dang, why such little confidence? Give her a chance.
服もワンピースで最低500ドルするような店に行って店員にカバンと靴まで一式選んでもらって、それで大抵はなんとかなるから。
I'm sorry, what? How much do you want me to spend on your clothes? Excuse me, sir, do you want to pay for this?
500ドル。おしゃれってお金がかかるんですね。
It's not. It's not. You can get a decent outfit for $100 or less, depending where you go. But $500, that's extreme.
は？当然でしょ。むしろこれは最低限レベルの話だから。
That's because he comes from a rich fashion family, so of course $500 to him is like chump change, right? But not for a normal, like, average spender.
本気でおしゃれするつもりなら10万ドルあっても足りないぐらいだよ。高いものにはそれだけの価値がある。
10 grand? Okay, now you're really tripping.
10万ドル。
She's probably just like an average salary worker. My goodness.
別に僕はしろって言ってるわけじゃない。あんたが知りたいって言うから話しただけだよ。するかどうか選ぶのはあんただ。でもここでつまずいてるなら結局その程度なんだよ。
Dang. Alright, Ryuki. I still have not really warmed up to him that much, to be honest. Still a bit of a prick. Like, he's not the nicest guy. So I'm super curious to see how his route is really gonna go. How it is we're gonna fall for someone that's such a jerk.
おしゃれなんてしたい人、必要な人だけすればいい。その代わり僕は認識できないけど。
認識？
あんたは偏差値30レベルだから、正直仕事でも認識できないし、視界に入れたくもない。
Alright, chill out, Ryuiki.
今はその程度だってこと理解して。
Don't listen to him, Melanie. Don't listen to him. Hearing Ryuki's harsh words, tears began to well up in Melanie's eyes. But she managed to keep the tears from falling and bowed toward me and Ryuki.
わかりました。ちゃんと直してきます。ありがとうございました。
Don't you think you could have worded that a little better?
嘘はつけないって言ったでしょ。苦情は受け付けないよ。
Alright, he's cocky. With that, Ryuki packed up his things and left the room. He's gone. His words were as harsh as ever, and yet...
服買うのってなんだか気分が上がるな。
Someone's excited at least.
俺にも似合う服があるなんて信じられなかったけど、これはいいかも。
Okay. I glanced into the other room and saw everyone mingling and trying on different clothes. Fashion really does wonders for a person's mood. It can even affect how they talk to the people around them. A good mood leads to confidence, which can lead to positive action. Outward appearance can affect someone on the inside, too. Ryuki made them so scared earlier, but he's also responsible for the smiles they're all wearing now. Since Ryuki was so honest with them before about what they should look for, it's a lot easier for them to find something nice now. Fashion is certainly a hard concept to master, but I'm sure it's also a lot of fun to try. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely a lot of fun. Well, it can be. I just hope it helps them find their soulmate out there in the real world. And I hope Melanie isn't too down on herself now. As I watched people picking out their clothes, I thought about when the best time to check in on her would be. A few days later, with a seminar in the history books, I was using my day off to do some shopping for myself. My own unique color. I love when she has her hair like this in her little ponytail. It's so cute. As I was looking in a display window, I noticed my own face reflected in the glass. I guess I've always just picked out my clothes on a whim. I never thought to wear something that matches my hair or eyes. To be fair, you were also born in Celestia, so it's not like you're used to the human world exactly. With this new perspective, I noticed things I never would have noticed before. Huh? I love how it sounds like a glass, like when you hit a fork or something on a glass. My phone chimed at me. I pulled it out and saw Ryuki's name on the display. I need some help with something. His message was brief and to the point. So he needs help with something again. I replied and let him know that I was free at the moment. He quickly messaged back with a link. I tapped the link and it took me to the website of a cafe. I had to assume that's where he wanted to meet. Well, yeah, that's what I'd assume too. I wonder what he wants. Wondering if it had something to do with the seminar, I headed in the direction of the cafe. Once I arrived, I saw Ryuiki sitting inside, sipping a cup of tea. Sorry to keep you waiting. I sat down and ordered a cup of coffee. Once it arrived, I turned my attention toward him. So, what can I do for you? Yes, what is it? He wasn't looking at me in the face, which was unusual for him.
これ見てくれない？
Okay, so he got something for us. He handed me a pile of papers. I think. They were filled with sketches of different skirts and dresses. Is he doing this for the, well, maybe not for the wedding. I guess he's just trying women's clothing now, right? Ryuki, you drew all of these?
この間、世の中にはろくな服がないって知ったから、うちでもレディースを作ろうかなって思ったんだ。
Nice.
でも、今までずっとメンズ服のデザインばっかりやってたから、これでいいのかもわからなくて。
Say no more, but are you sure you don't mind me taking a look?
あんたぐらいしか女子の知り合いはいなかったから。
Good point. Well, the only girl he'll probably look at. Huh? Really? I'd always assumed he must have at least a few cute female friends.
仕事で関わる中に一応いるにはいるけど、利害関係があって聞きづらいし。
But it is a professional favor, so I don't understand. I don't understand that.
仕事関係なく話せるのなんて、あんたぐらいだから。
Oh, okay. I guess he's saying he doesn't want a fashion expert's opinion, which is exactly who I would think you want an opinion from, but hey. I see. That's actually kind of flattering to hear. It's like some kind of mythical beast finally deciding to let me feed it. It was hard to imagine Ryuki ever asking anyone for help, with his lofty views and perfectionist nature. But here he was asking me. That alone was enough to make me want to help him as much as I could. Well, if you really don't mind... Wow. You've got so many different designs here. There really was a huge variety, from the fairly conventional to the truly extraordinary. I looked through the papers when a certain design caught my attention. Give my opinion using fashion terms, give my opinion using big fancy words, give my honest opinion. Well, based on what he told us, it looks like he just wants an honest opinion, so this is obviously when I save. And I'm going to try that first and see if it's correct. Oh, this one is really cute. I love the little flowers embroidered along the sleeve.
本当にそう思ってる？
He looked at me doubtfully, apparently wondering if I was just trying to be nice. Yes, seriously, the design is simple but nice. I think any girl would be happy to wear this on a date. I nodded eagerly and Ryuki responded with a shy grin.
そう。実はそれが僕も一番気に入ってるんだ。
I think that was the right answer. Let's see. Yep. Sweet.
それは日本の着物の帯留めから着想を得ててさ。
Ooh, nice. Ryuiki started gushing and happily describing his work, totally unlike his usual judgmental self. I've never seen him smile quite like this. I was reminded again just how much he loved clothing. I just smiled and looked at him as he talked. He must have noticed because he suddenly snapped out of his enthusiastic monologue.
まあまだデザインだけだし、パターン起こしもこれからだけど。他のはどう？
Let's see. This shirt caught my attention. Too, the buttons are so big, it's really cute.
ふん、それね。これは？
It feels a little too fancy for me. I can't imagine adding something like that to my everyday wardrobe. Well, I mean, his line of clothes, I'm assuming, isn't everyday fashion anyway, right? At least it doesn't seem like it, especially the prices.
なるほどね。確かにあんたが着こなすのは難しそう。
Dang, okay. Well, I'm just a simple commoner after all.
まあ、でもこのラインは一般人に向けて着やすいものをって思って作ってるから、そういう意見は助かるよ。
Oh, I thought he was gonna say with you in mind, because you know that would be cliche, typical. Wow, is he actually praising me? I suppose I should have been happy to hear that, but it probably would have been better if he had just said thank you.
てか、セミナーでも思ったんだけど、普通の人は服買うのがそんなに大変なわけ？
Honestly, yes, it can be difficult to find the right clothes. Yeah, I think so. I mean, you need to know what to ask for, and some clothes aren't exactly cheap. It's fun to go shopping, of course, but you also have to try everything on, which can be sort of a pain in the butt. That is so true. That's the least fun part of shopping.
なんで試着しないとわからないわけ？
What do you mean why? To see if it fits you, to see if it's your style. Why? Because not everyone has the natural skills or instincts that you do. And you have to try the size. Like something might look great on a mannequin, but then when you try it on, it doesn't look the same at all. Exactly. And sometimes I'll buy a skirt or something, but then when I get home, I realize it doesn't match anything else in my wardrobe. There's no denying that I had my fair share of problems when I first arrived in the human realm. At first, Gil picked out my clothes for me, but then Clarice vetoed that and started taking me shopping herself. Ugh, Gil. I can't imagine what Gil would pick out. Well, then again, he'd probably pick out modest stuff because he wouldn't want her to be ogled by other guys. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just Gil's whole thing is just creepy. I can't get over it. She dragged me all over and I try on all different kinds of clothes, which helped me figure out what I wanted to wear. It takes a lot of courage for someone who doesn't know much about fashion to go out and buy new clothes.
割と苦労してるんだね。
Plenty of members don't really care about clothes, but then they'll come to me and tell me how they don't have anything to wear.
そこまでの初心者を相手にするつもりはないけど。
Jeez. Right. Sorry.
隆起で扱う以上は質の悪い生地使いたくないし、デザインに妥協はしないよ。
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying I don't know why we're surprised that it's not everyday clothes, because clearly his line isn't about everyday clothes, which is fine if it's not. But I'm just saying.
でも作った服を着てもらいたいのは確かだから、そこそこ普通の人にも喜ばれるように気をつけるよ。
Alright, well, you're gonna have to make it look normal. Not like your clothes, right? Because your clothes are definitely more so like what you would see on a walkway, like clothes that people aren't gonna wear in public every day. Ryuiki wrote a few notes regarding what we talked about directly onto his designs. Then he gathered them all up and put them back in his backpack. Apparently, he had heard everything he needed to.
ありがとう。少し方向性が定まったよ。
Nice. Really? Well, I hope I was able to help somehow.
うん。また何かあったらよろしく。
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for. I am your advisor after all. Sure, you can count on me. I nodded at him again, and he let out a small sigh of relief. Listen, he's lucky we're nice, okay? He relaxed his shoulders and took another sip of his tea. I realized I was sharing a drink with Ryuiki, something I honestly hadn't thought would happen again. But I have to admit, I'm pretty happy he actually trusts me so much. Earning that kind of trust feels really nice, especially coming from someone like Ryuiki. I took a sip of coffee as I thought about whether we might be able to become actual friends someday. You can only hope. Ooh, I really like his theme. I've been working on my new women's design since the second I got home, but I think my absolute favorite theme so far has been Raoul's. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna sing.
A ラインの方がいいかもな。いや、でもそうするとコンセプトから外れるし。もう0時か。寝ないとお肌に悪いな。
No, at least he's consistent and he is taking good care of himself, so I'll give him props for that.
でもあと少し。明日までにこれを形にしないと。みんなが寝ている間に努力しなきゃ。じゃないと追いつけない。僕は早く一人前のデザイナーにならなきゃ。
If that's what you want, as long as it's not because of your grandmother.
みんな僕を見てるから。おばあ様の孫だって知ってる。天才で当たり前なんだ。
Yes, you're not just your grandmother's grandson. We get it. Suddenly I heard a voice in my head. Could it perhaps be us, Lynette? Those same words that I heard back in Japan, and again here in Los York, my grandmother's grandson. Oh, okay, never mind.
ほら見て、彼掲載員のデザイナー、掲載員のりえの孫だわ。
All through fashion school, I know people were talking about me behind my back.
あの人絶対的な色彩感覚持ってるらしいよ。それでセンスのない人間のことは視界に入らないんだって。
That's true. I mean, if they're talking about you, Ryuiki, that's probably what it is. Because you do, that's what you do, you analyze people.
怖っ。でもさすが経済員塗り絵の孫って感じ。天才なんだね。この間のコンテストも1位だったし。そういえば彼のお姉さんも天才だったよね。私1回だけ彼女のファッションショーを見たことあるんだ。本当にすごかった。
You know, on that note, I'll be back just a second. In just a second. Alright. I heard his sister is really something too. I saw one of her fashion shows once and it was absolutely incredible.
ああ、うちのファッションスクールにいた伝説の経済員ガールでしょ。知ってる知ってる。在学中にコンテスト金賞総なめしたんだよね。
I'm just going through all of the routes because I've already done how many routes? Let's see, Gil, Mr. Snail, and what's his name? Raul. So I'm just going through all of them. Yeah, just to keep up with the theme. Yeah. It's kind of the Tomei theme, so.
それなのに服飾を捨ててメイクアップアーティストになっちゃうんだもんね。天才の考え方はわからないわ。
What's wrong with becoming a makeup artist?
ああ、私も経済員家に生まれたかった。そうすれば努力しなくても勝てるんでしょ。羨ましいな。私も天才だったらな。
I mean, I get it for Ryuiki. He's always in the backlight because people expect the most. Easily winning first place. And I'm sure obviously a lot of that influence comes from his grandmother and maybe his sister too. A natural genius. Nori Keiseon's grandson. Both in Japan and Los York, everyone has always seen me the same way, and I never made an effort to contradict them. I've always wanted to prove that I was a genius, to keep that image.
でも本当は天才なんかじゃない。おばあさまや姉さんみたいなのが本物の天才なんだ。
So obviously he has some self-esteem issues as well. So if a total fraud like me wants to actually earn such a title, I need to put in the necessary effort. If that means I have to work without sleeping, so be it. But what about your skin that you were talking about? Keeping your skin healthy? My effort so far hasn't been enough. I'm constantly impatient and the pain and suffering is very real. I'm still nowhere near my grandmother or my sister. I need to become a proper genius as soon as I can. I mean, obviously you're quite successful with your men's brand, I'm pretty sure.
じゃなきゃ自分で自分が許せない。
I hope we uncover a little bit more about his grandmother, or that they do the cliche thing where they talk about it and make up and whatever. Like most of these stories go. it. The 10 Articles of Casion. Okay, once again I was back at Cupid Core headquarters, staring at our matchmaking system screen. I'm actually going to end it here because it's starting the next chapter. I know this was a really short stream, but I'm getting tired now. But I did want to get through more of this, so I'm still figuring that out. But I'm gonna try to incorporate this more during my other streams, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to do this after. That's what I was planning to do anyway. So maybe an hour of this during each of my normal streams will most likely be the case. But occasionally I'll do like today where I just stream it at a random time and play it. But I do want to get through all the routes. Yeah, and this one I will also upload to YouTube as well. I don't know if I'll upload any of the other routes. Well, the first 3 I haven't uploaded anyway, but Ryuki's route will be complete. So, that being said, hope to see you next time, and good night. Or good morning, or whatever time of day it is. Hope to see you later.